Um, so let's continue with rainbow body yoga. Yesterday we got to, we didn't get to Bhumi pillars, right? That's right, we didn't. So we'll sit and do those first couple of techniques quickly, like usually, and then we'll break it down and slow it down again. Okay, spine naturally upright. You can extend your spine a little bit as if pushing the top of the head upwards. So the spine, when it elongates, you also find the natural painopiste. I wonder what's that in English, like a point of gravity. When you straighten extend your spine, you naturally, the posture, the weight of the body comes to rest on the sitting bones. If the spine is not extended, then the point of gravity might be resting on the back side of the buttocks, or not in an ideal alignment. So please extend your spine and let the point of gravity find its natural resting point. And when that point is found, completely let go of the fleshy body. Complete letting go. Letting the meat hang like at butchers. Letting go of the grip, subconscious tensions. While being perfectly and effortlessly aware of this letting go and deep relaxation that comes with it. Letting breathing flow on its own. It feels very pleasant to relax as thoroughly as we are now. Feels good to be relaxed. Our basic nature, our nature of mind has energy to it, energy of goodness. That is something really basic in us. So with that self-recognizing, effortless mind that is aware, it is also subtly joyful. Can you recognize that basic joyfulness, basic goodness in your own being? The fact that our bodies are alive is an expression of that goodness. And this is not rocket science. We don't need to be high intellectuals to understand this. This is something really simple and straightforward. We are empowering ourselves through seeing this basic goodness, basic awareness, basic wakefulness in us. Because to not see it is the main thing that causes ignorance and disempowers us. It's really simple. We have all these really cool and kind of might make us feel really respectful when we think of Chokchen and we think of Mahasiddhas and we think of all these cool and maybe mystical Eastern Asian, Tibetan, Nepalese, Himalayan things. If we have that kind of a view, that kind of, how do you say, habit of belief that it's something that you would, what I'm trying to say is that if we have that idea that it's kind of noble or doesn't belong to me, it's something fancy that belongs to only to Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche and other masters in Asia, see through that religious belief. See through that unhealthy belief. Because it blocks you from knowing who you are. If and when we recognize ourselves as wakeful beings, we recognize ourselves as Buddhas. We recognize the same Buddha nature that masters, female and male masters of the past, present and future have recognized. This is how we empower ourselves. This is how we authorize ourselves, make us authorities of existence, understanding of existence, which is Dharma. Very, very important to do this and look at Dharma in this way. We are not here practicing a religion in the sense of worshipping externals. So, effortlessly cognizant, light, as opposed to heavy, very light, playful. Feel that playfulness in your whole being. Childlike playfulness, bubbling. so thorough, complete. That's why they call it great perfection, like perfect, because it's complete, thorough. So we never aim to find or experience a deep meditation. That might be the goal of some other types of practices, but not ours. Well, if you think in terms of depth, deepness, and shallowness, sure, there is the process of growing or establishing the natural state in our body-mind, establishing absolute mind in the relative bodies. And in that sense, you might say that this year my practice is deeper than last year. But if we think of deep meditation as like reaching a new location, that is a problem for Buddhists. So see through that me or I self that reaches depths or reaches heights, experiences heavenly blisses, if that happens. But it usually doesn't happen with Buddhist Tantra because the practices crush all those extremes with love. This is something I use the word playfulness for the second characteristic. And I think that it hits something with us because, we are all adults and adults lose this playfulness, childlike playfulness. And that's we become calcified in our way of being, in our way of living, thinking. Playfulness very important. Our bodies grow old. But in spirit, we still have that Buddha nature, wakeful nature, that has the quality of playfulness. Like it has aliveness, love, kindness, and compassion. We are practicing to understand ourselves, our psychology, our mind, our psyche, to illuminate our mind, our psyche, to release all self-based thinking and habits, to see through the subtle selfing of the Bodhisattva path of Bodhisattva Buddhis, so that we may attain great perfection, Buddhahood, full clarity, full wakefulness, for the sake of all sentient beings. And to accomplish this with love, I'm asking blessings from our gurus, Padmasambhava and Yeshamu. feeling the blessing, the presence of our master gurus, Mahasiddha gurus, greatly accomplished gurus, feeling it, taking it in, marinating in it. Feeling the presence and blessings of the guru, tasting, smelling, hearing the blessing, seeing the blessing. Thank you so much, Guru Padmasambhava and Mother, Rainbow Light Mother, Yeshe Tsogyal. Yeshe Tsogyal means ocean of jnana, yeah, knowledge, wisdom, ocean of knowledge, ocean of wisdom. So thank you so much, our masters. Feel your body, feel your aura, and put transparent jewel in the place of those two. Bang, it's there. All of a sudden, covering the whole body from head to toe to fingers, backs, stomach, face, sides of the head, back of the head, whole body, and also the aura. About 1.5 meters from the surface of the skin to all directions. It looks like kind of a big cocoon or a big ellipse shape, like an egg shape. Completely transparent and clear. The light from the mother light from above the high above the head hits the heart, hits the jewel in the heart, hits the diamond in the heart. And there is an instant spreading of rainbow lights into the aura. Light in hue, bright in hue. Feel, just see it, just feel it. It might be that the white light is prevalent and all the other colors are very light. or it can be in other type. You might have a blue day, you might have a pink day, yellow day, green day. See how it comes to you. See how the grace comes to you in the form of this Tantra. Isn't that beautiful how it happens spontaneously, naturally? We don't need to squeeze to make it happen. That's a relief. Beautiful rainbows, dancing, radiating purely through the whole aura, through the body. We speak of body and aura, but that really covers the whole of our mind, whole of our psyche. The bhumis inside the body, 6 of them, and then bodhisattva bhumis, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the aura. So we are covering the whole karmic body, the first 10 bhumis, with this exercise. That's why the effect is so profound. Let the rainbow shine. Bright light hitting a diamond, or countless small diamonds like I mentioned yesterday. Just the dazzling pure lights. Beautiful. So it's organic light. It's inner light, light in the mind, light of the mind. And it's organic. It is not, how do you say, unorganic. It's not dead light, it's alive. And because of that aliveness of our energy body, it moves organically, a bit like a jellyfish swims. It pulsates. Okay, and then connecting with the main power generator, connecting the pillar, Bhumi pillar below the body. You can just let it switch on. Just the thought of it might switch it on. If necessary, you can let your attention reach downwards at least 5-6 meters to reach the Mahasiddha Bhumis and wait for the connection to take place. We already, with Rainbow Jewel, with Guru's blessing, we already tap into that Buddha nature of ours, meaning those Mahasiddha Bhumis beyond the karmic body. We are just doing it in a different way with each technique. establishing it in the body mind in with different practices. And here it is important because we are making the connection with the Mahasiddha Bhumis, and when that happens, there is a pure charge of energy that goes through the Bodhisattva Bhumis. You know, the Mahasiddha Bhumis below the body are 5-6 meters away, but between the pelvic floor and the 11th Bhumi below, there is about 4 meters, 4 or 5 meters distance. And there are these higher Bodhisattva Bhumis, 7, 8, 9, 10, hanging in the air between the pelvic floor. So the charge from Mahasiddha Bhumis, it hits through those Bodhisattva Bhumis before it hits the hands, fingers, soles of the feet and pelvic floor and spreads into the body. So in other words, the charge from the Buddha within reaches through, goes through the whole karmic body again. And we simply feel and recognize it. If, since the topic of this retreat is bodhicitta, bodhicitta motivation is that I'm practicing this to benefit all sentient beings, to attain Buddhahood, for the benefit of all sentient beings. That's exactly the same as saying that may the charge, the blessing from the Mahasiddha Bhumis spread into all of my energy body. Simply feeling it, staying with it. Staying with the experience, staying with the felt sensation, rather than thinking about stuff or planning about stuff. Practicing properly, now that we're doing it. And then connecting the pillar above. Or letting the pillar connect by itself. Again, there is a charge that comes at instant, sort of like when switching on the light in the room, the light spreads instantly into the room. Same way. And then just feeling that charge. May this basic wakefulness, basic aliveness, joyfulness, love, basic groundedness be entirely established in our body minds. In other words, may each of us attain Buddhahood as soon as possible, hopefully in this life, for the sake of all sentient beings. May the whole karmic body, Bhumis 1 to 10, take in the charge completely to establish the natural state in our waking mode, in activities, in sleep, during dreams, during the night, during dreams, during the day, for the sake of all beings. May the charge, may the blessing of the Buddha within especially um, focus on whatever is the next stage or Bhumi, opening or perfection with each one of us. May the thinking mind be liberated. May the emotional mind be liberated. May the traumatized mind be liberated. May the substrate mind, or all basis of all mind functions, be liberated for the sake of all beings. Stay with it. Lie down for 15 minutes.